Hello and welcome to the Genius tutorial. Today I would like to show you how to create a grouping step. A grouping step takes over the columns from the previous step and applies a grouping operation. In the following examples I will show you a few of them. In the first example we will create a report showing you the turnover per shop and the number of articles sold for the previous day. So to start with you have to create a new document. So click on Create New Document, select Report, and then choose an extraction scheme, and I'm going to choose tickets. Then you have to choose the data that you need. You can do this by scrolling down the list and selecting one of the items, like date, or you can just start typing here in the search box. So we need a shop, ticket amount, and articles. Now this gives us all the tickets per shop in the system, and as I only want the data for the previous day I will have to apply a filter. So I click on the filter button, click on the plus, select date, select equal, and now you have different options. You can select specific periods, predefined ranges, or choose a function, which is what I'm going to do, as I'm going to choose yesterday. So you click on yesterday. And now the system is displaying only the data from yesterday, and you can see the filter on top of the table. To do the grouping, you need to add another step, so click on the plus, select step, and then choose the grouping tab, and then select the data you want to see. So that's going to be shop, ticket amount, and number of articles. And we don't need the data anymore. Now the system will always propose a grouping type. So here in the first column, you can see that the system has grouped together all identical values, which is the shop name. And for the ticket amount and the number of articles, we have the sum. You can change the grouping type by clicking on the arrow just here. And you could select, for example, average, which is going to give you the average amount spent per ticket per shop. Now you can do the same for the number of articles. You can select average, which is going to give you the average number of articles per ticket. You could also choose max, which is going to give you the maximum number you have for one ticket. You could also add another column with the same data, but with the different grouping type. So to add a column, you can click on the big plus just here and select column. Or you just can hover over the column next to which you would like to have the new column, click on the plus, select the columns tab, then you select ticket amount, click OK, and the system will choose a grouping operation, which you can see here is the sum. So now you have per shop the total amount spent, as well as the average ticket, and still the maximum number of articles from previously. Now if you wish, you can change the name of your column. So you just hover with your mouse over the column header and click on the little pencil right here. And then you can start typing. We will call this one average ticket. And then you just need to click outside the box somewhere to validate. And now if you wish, you can have the grouping operations disappear by just clicking right here on the little minus sign. So let's have a look at our second example, where we're going to group together two items, which is the shops and the article group. So this is going to give us the total amount spent per article group and per shop, as well as the quantity and the number of tickets associated to it. I'm not going to build this one from scratch, as we've seen how to do this previously. So we go to the extraction step, so click on the metro map, go to the first step, and now here you can see that I have an extraction with the shop, the article group, the line amount, the quantity, and the ticket ID. So to do the grouping, you need to add another step. So click on the plus, select step, and then select the grouping tab, and then we're going to select the items we want to see, which is the shop, the article group, the line amount, the quantity, and the ticket ID. And then we click OK, and the system comes up with the grouping, and it is always proposing some grouping operations, but they might not always be the ones that you would have expected. As you can see here for the group B, the system is proposing a count. The count gives me the number of lines per shop, But what we want to see is the different article groups grouped together. So we can change this right here and we select the group. So now we have the data grouped by shop and by article group. To make it a bit clearer, you can add some sorting. So you click on the sorting button and you can add shop and article group. And now you can see that the data is sorted by shop and by article group. And for each line, you also have the line amount, the quantity, and the ticket ID. I would just like to point out one more grouping operation based on the column of the ticket ID. As you can see, the system proposed count, which gives me the total number of lines within the group. However, if you would like to know the number of tickets within the group, you need to select distinct, as this will give you the number of distinct values within this group. So as previously, to change the grouping, you just click here on the arrow and then you choose distinct. And now you have the number of tickets within the article group and shop. So that's it. Thank you for watching and don't forget to check out all our other videos.